South Africa is back in recession. Figures released earlier today show that the economy contracted by 0.7% in the second quarter. That's the second straight contraction after first quarter figures showed a regression of 2.6%. Manufacturing, which led the decline in the first quarter, has slipped even further. The latest Purchasing Managers Index shows that activity is at its lowest levels in 13 months. Sumitra Naidu breaks down the numbers for us.
It's touch and go at the moment. South African growth figures have been on a seesaw this year. First quarter growth figures shocked the markets as the economy contracted 2.2%. Ongoing declines in the manufacturing sector could see another contraction in the second quarter.
We've seen surprisingly big pullback in manufacturing. That's a bit of a blow, because that's what government said. Minister of Finance said, just watch, we said the recovery will be led by the manufacturing sector. Well, it isn't. The only sector which has got some growth prospects is the financial sector, and that must reflect the rest of the economy quite soon.
The manufacturing sector is showing one of the worst declines in 13 months, losing more than 100,000 jobs between April and June. A weaker currency and uncertainty in the global markets are also impacting on the economy.
There's no foreign direct investment, there's no domestic investment. Consumers are holding back because of the election coming up in a year's time. And it's the same for the business sector. So there's not that spend coming through. And there is a risk of a second consecutive quarter-on-quarter regression.
Moody's already highlighted concerns that this year's fiscal numbers are going to be missed by 0.4% of GDP, which means next year we have to do an even more harsher fiscal consolidation for us to return back to the numbers that were tabled in February this year.
Despite attempts to revive ailing state-owned enterprises, they continue to drag on the fiscus. Most economists believe there's still too many loose ends in South Africa that need urgent attention.
What they should be doing is to fix the SOEs that are required in order to roll out the infrastructure, to improve policy certainty, become very clear with the issue of land expropriation without compensation, so that you can attract investment, make South Africa as business friendly as possible, so that we increase the level of investment that can improve economic growth and generate employment.
South Africa is dealing with record high unemployment levels and widening inequality. Sumitra Naidu, CGTN, Johannesburg, South Africa.